Hello everyone, and welcome to the Starcraft 2 tutorial for getting the achievement for defeating 7 insane AI opponents in the free-for-all setting. This is the map Lava Flows, and the first thing you want to do is make sure you get a spawn up in the top left or the bottom right, as it makes it much quicker for floating your command center to one of these islands where you will not be bothered by the AI. So here we go. Like I said, the first thing you want to do, load up your SCVs into the command center, float them over here to this island, and yeah, so you will not be harassed by the computer until they whittle themselves down to just one, and that one left will not be very hard to deal with. So I did go with all Terran AI. It's the only way I tried it. I suppose you could go with different compositions, but you're only going to be dealing with one AI in the end, so it doesn't really matter. So what I'm going to be doing here is massing battle cruisers, upgraded all the way 3-3. And when you're massing battle cruisers, what you're going to be limited by is Vespene. And so what I went ahead and did was got 2 refineries before I even got a barracks, saturated them. I eventually saturate this. Just so that I can go and get started on that Vespene production so it doesn't limit me too much when I actually start producing my battle cruisers. Just a note, I am by no means a talented player, so I'm sure some of you could perfect this strategy much more than I could. I'm a gold, silver player in most of my ranked matches, so pretty much a noob, which really just shows how easy this achievement is if using this strategy. So yeah, I'm dropping my barracks. What I'm going to eventually do is expand down here as quick as I can so I can start capitalizing on these 2 Vespene geysers. But I want to keep my SCV production going just so that I can keep as many minerals pumping into the base as I can using my mules. Yeah, nothing too complicated. I'll just let you guys watch. When I see something that needs to be pointed out, I will speak up. Go ahead and at 23 supply I went ahead and dropped my first starport. I am going to eventually build 5 starports, all with tech labs, so I can start getting those battle cruisers as fast as I can once I'm able to, and once I really have the number of minerals required to build them up quick. Grabbing an orbital command here. Get the orbital commands pretty quickly just because those mules really boost your mineral production, as I'm sure all of you know, especially do Terran players. So there are 3 starports down, getting my tech labs. I will go ahead and drop 2 more. I wouldn't get more than 5. I guess you could do more if you want. I found that I was never producing more than 5. Most of the time I was only producing 3 or 4 battle cruisers at a time, so I didn't see a real need to get more than 5 starports. One very important thing is build 2 armories, because you're going to want to be building, or upgrading rather, 2 upgrades at a time. You don't want to wait to do attack and shields at different times. It just slows you way down. You won't end up having your 3-3 by the time it's time to engage the 1 AI left. So get 2 of them down, grab your fusion core so you can build your battle cruisers, obviously. I went ahead eventually and I hotkeyed all of my starports so that I didn't have to click between them. Nothing special. Just mining, building SCVs. You can see blue is just wreaking havoc on everybody. He will eventually be the one AI that I have to deal with. Green wrecking yellow down here. Very fun to watch AI slaughter each other, while I secretly mass my battle cruisers. So you can see I have a huge amount of Vespene right now, but that will be whittled down very quickly as I start building battle cruisers fast. And my minerals will just be coming in very quickly, so they will not be an issue. First 3 battle cruisers out. One thing to note, I sort of missed this. Build a row of missile turrets along your base, because the computer will, when they finally come for you, they will try to drop on you. And you don't want them to sneak in and get a whole bunch of units into your base, even though you could still deal with it. It just makes it much simpler. Minerals are not an issue. You will have plenty of them coming from these 2 bases. So I just dropped a whole line, probably a little bit excessive, but just playing it on the safe side. There you see my 1-1 coming. As soon as that is done, pretty soon after it's done, I'll start on 2-2. Battle cruiser count is up to 7, with 2 more on the way. 4 more on the way now. So once you really get built up, once you really get these 2 bases saturated, the minerals will start to flow and the battle cruisers will come out very quickly. Make sure you're constantly building supply depots. I queued this SCV up, building a lot of depots. My macro's not great, so that really slowed my battle cruiser production down a little bit, as I'm a little bit locked on minerals here, but it doesn't really matter. This is not a game of seconds for this particular achievement. Battle cruisers just coming in non-stop. 3 more on the way, as blue continues to decimate all of our AI opponents. Orange is done. He's going to go clean it up. Now you won't be able to see what I'm watching right now. And the map will look dark to you, so the one way just to make sure that you know when keeping track of how many AI you have left is just look at these little notifications down here. When there are 6 of them, you know you're down to 1, and as soon as you're down to 1, he's going to come for you immediately, because miraculously he knows where you are.
Mineral field depleted.
Of course, you will get a very rude awakening. Just finishing up. I will start 3-3 immediately. That is a huge boost to your battle cruisers. Don't forget that. Now, I didn't get Yamato Cannon or the extra energy. Didn't really see it as necessary. You could get it. I just decided not to waste the Vespene and go ahead and use it to just pump out a couple more battle cruisers. Alright, there's the last AI down. So, blue immediately comes for me. So just use that, don't go after them, wait till they come to you. Almost everything he has is going to get taken out, all of his drops, all of his medevacs. Most of his Vikings will get taken out by this row of turrets, leaving him completely defenseless against my battle cruisers. complete engagement. Hotkey your battle cruisers so that you can control them quickly and easily. I pretty much just focus fired the whole time. Yeah, so he has nothing to combat this force. Their 2-2 isn't, or 3-3 is just now finishing up, so I guess my timing was just a little bit slow, but it's getting here right as I'm really pushing out. So here, he's got nothing to deal with this. Some Vikings. He keeps producing Marauders, have no idea why. They will do nothing against my battle cruisers. He does get a little bit smart and he starts dropping some turrets, but just focus fire him down and there will be no problem. So here I'm just focusing these towers down, and from here on I'll speed it up. It just becomes a game of cat and mouse. He's got unbelievable amount of minerals investing, so he'll just keep rebuilding bases, just keep blowing them up. Eventually you'll whittle it down and he will surrender. So yeah, that is all you have to do. Just fly into the corner, mass up battle cruisers. See, there's 4 more out right there. And wait for the computers to kill each other. And then fly in and just clean everything up. This is not even a close engagement. I don't even know if I lose any battle cruisers. I might lose 1 or 2. But I was never in danger of losing this. And I'm sure most of you watching this are probably much better players than I am. And I still had no trouble getting this. It's a nice achievement. You get your portrait. You actually get 4 achievements, I believe, because it gives you credit for beating it on medium, hard, and very hard, as well as insane. Speed this up a little so we can finish out. Flying around. He rebuilds. I kill it. And that's it. There's the GG, and I get my achievement for that. Hope you guys enjoyed this little tutorial. It's very simple, not challenging at all. Thanks for watching. See you later.